can't go until but I don't want, this guy's bored. Okay. Hi. My name is Whoopi Goldberg, and, like, this guy, like, Molly, is, like, coming with something called, like, Humdrum, which is, like, so boring, okay? God. Can I go now?
Hey, Whoopi, I'm with you. I've been trying to tell him that for ages, but he never listens to me. Oh, well, here's Molly.
Okay, thanks, Gavin, and thanks, Whoopi. And don't forget, there is an excellent soundtrack out of the film Colour Purple, which Whoopi stars in. She's a great actress, and over the next couple of weeks, we'll have Whoopi on the Meldrum tapes, and it's, we had a great afternoon. All right, now, next week, I'll be doing Humdrum from Manila and from London. And in London, I'm catching up with heaps of people and interviewing them, including Genesis down in the recording studios in Surrey, and that should be something. And eat your heart out, Gavin, Samantha Fox.
Oh!
Yes, let's have a look at the UK top 5 while Gavin settles down. At number 5 is, oh, I can't help it, Tears for Fears, Run the World. Oh, look, there they are, back on the charts and smiling. At number 4, a great song and an excellent film clip, Sledgehammer, Peter Gabriel. Number 3, we've had Sheep on Now Chickens, the chicken song, The Spinning Image. Number 2, Holding Back the Years, Simply Red. I'll be catching up with them in London as well. And at number 1, Spirit in the Sky, Doctor and the Medics.
I suppose you'll be catching up with them in London too, Molly?
I certainly will be, Gavin. Yeah.
Name dropper.
I can't help it. All right, listen, talking about name dropping on the show next week will be Pseudo Echo and Aha, and it should be an excellent show. And as you know, Aha are touring at the moment, so let's have a look at their current single, Hunting High and Low, and let's have a look at the tour dates as well.
We're Aha, and we're in Perth. See you on Countdown next week.
It's a beautiful song, that. So, as I said, Aha and Pseudo Echo on the show next week. Don't forget that Countdown magazine is out now with all the rock info in it, and that's Kate on the front. So there it is, out now. All right, look, after London, I, in fact, head off to America. In fact, I leave London on Sunday morning at 11 o'clock, get on the Concorde, dash across to New York, and then to a helicopter to Newark Airport, and then I'm going to a great concert, the Amnesty concert at Meadowlands in New Jersey, and starring on this particular concert is Peter Gabriel, and I'll be interviewing Peter the next day in New York, U2 with Bono, and would you believe the Police have got back together again for this particular concert, so I can't wait for it. Let's have a look at the US Top 5 for this week. It's going to be hot. Ooh.
Speaking of flying around everywhere.
Yes, the Jets. A good song, this, Crush on You. At number 4, There'll Be Sad Songs, Billy Ocean. Great ballad, Billy. New Shooz, I Can't Wait, and yes, I'll be catching up with them too.
And I suppose, Molly, you're going to catch up with Madonna?
Well, I might pop in for a cup of tea and have a couple of bouts in the ring with Sean, yes. Number 1, on my own, Patti LaBelle and Michael McDonald. Big song in the States, really big.
Whoosh!
All right, talking about big songs, there's a big tour going through at the moment, a big rock and roll tour, and I'm talking about John Cougar Mellencamp. He played in Melbourne for 2 nights, and one critic, who I respect, was so impressed, Peter Grace from Eon FM, he went back to his radio station and said, that's one of the best rock and roll concerts I've seen for such a long, in fact, it is the best rock and roll concert I've seen. So that shows how good it is. He had the crowd just going absolutely crazy. All right, so don't miss it if he's coming to your town, because it is indeed a great rock and roll concert. All right, another group that hailed from John's home country is, in Indiana is Cawley And Storey. And I'm very impressed with this song. And here it is, Cawley And Storey, sneak preview, Heaven Only Knows. Go, boys.
Couldn't wait. Losing you was my big mistake. And heaven only knows how I feel about you. Heaven only knows what I'll do without you. Can I make you change your mind? Can you give me just a little more time? 'Cause I still love you. What's that they say about the best laid plans? My piece of heaven slipped right through my hands. Lovers can lie, hearts can deceive. You only believe what you want
song to watch out for on the charts, and even though they are American, that was filmed in the famous Marquee Club in London, where a lot of people have performed, including INXS, and of course where Wham filmed one of their recent film clips. All right, let's have a look at the Oz Top 5 for this week, and at number 5 is...
Our host for tonight.
Stimulation, Wa Nee.
I suppose you'll be catching up with Uncanny X-Men and Coburg, Molly?
No, they're in fact in Queensland, heading for Cairns. I am Uncanny X-Men, smarty. Number 3, Living in the Dream, Pseudo Echo. Do you want to build mine catching it with Dan or...
Neither would I, actually.
Right, on Kate anytime. Number 2, I'm Talking, doing well. And at number 1, still one of my favourite songs, Great Wall, Boom, Crash Opera.
Catching up with them with
Song
the You
about
Weir.
You and Weir, yes. Hope it doesn't burst while I'm away. All right, now listen, talking about great songs, this is in fact a very good album. The Venetians, Calling in the Line, some great songs on this, and the boys should be very proud of this album, so give it a listen. And I also believe the boys are putting in some really hot performances live on stage. All right, now listen, let's have a look at a sneak preview of Kids in the Kitchen with their new song, Out of Control. Let's go, Kids in the Kitchen.
Look at that! Fire burning bright. How can you always leave such a burning ring of fire? Let's repeat all the fun we had. Out of control, take on the night. How could it be so hurting? Out of control, side of the light. Is it the fear I can't control? Cause when the night is young and the feeling has begun to proceed, beware. Never hold it there. You've got to take it up. To rebel is not enough. From tonight, we'll seek our pleasure. Out of control, take on the night. How could it be so hurting? Out of control, side of the light. Is it the
Well, there it is, Out of Control, Scotty and the boys, and they're doing such great business in the States, I might say. Their single Current Stand was released around about 5 weeks ago, and now has, last week was named as the hit pick on MTV, so it looks as if it will completely go out of control. Scotty's already over in America, and the rest of the boys leave next Tuesday, so best of luck, lads. All right, one group that I think is one of the finest rock and roll groups in this country are the Radiators. They've been very quiet on the charts recently, but I tell you what, they're going to really correct that over the next 2 or 3 weeks. They've got a great song out. Here they are, the Radiators, One Touch. Go, boys. Rock and roll.